Howdy folks, Tech Texan here with 7 Days to Die. Now this game's already been out for a little while now, and it's still in its alpha state, so they're making a lot of updates, and there's been a lot of recent changes made to this game. Now if you've never heard of this game before, it's basically a zombie survival horror game that's just got open map. You could do crafting. It's open sandbox, kind of like Minecraft. You can dig for your resources. You can go out and find it. This one is unique in that they make it a little bit more difficult for you to survive in this one than they do in Minecraft. In Minecraft, you can build building, and zombies can't really break in unless they break down a weak door. But in this one, they can break walls. They can dig under the ground. It's a little bit more difficult, but there's a few exploits that you could do, but even then it's still difficult. So let's go ahead and just kind of get started, just to kind of demonstrate what this game's all about. Now for those of you who have been playing, you could probably take a look and see, I guess, a little bit of my setup here. Now first of all, the server I have here, I've set to easy. I did not put them on anything very difficult. I did not set the zombies to run at night. Very low spawn rate. Just to kind of, I mainly did this just so I can kind of figure out the crafting system with a little bit more ease. But the game's a lot more fun when you turn up the difficulty and you play with your friends online. That's when the game is a lot more enjoyable. You get a lot more creative in your buildings and such. So let's go ahead. Let's see. I don't really need all that. As you can see, I have tons of potatoes. By the way, you do have a food meter as well as a water meter or a thirst meter, so you have to eat and drink regularly. You also have a stamina meter, so if you run too much, you'll have to drink some water or literally drink honey, and we'll do that another day. Drink honey to bring up your stamina. And of course, usual health meter. So let's go ahead and grab some food and some water. I have a good amount of water to get started. Now, I've already collected just about everything that I can collect and craft to survive a pretty good amount. I have all these storage chests filled. Well, not filled, but I can fill them if I wanted to. In fact, I even had a mine that I started mining to get some resources. Now, before the last update, the dirt blocks, stone blocks, they were blocks. They were literally square blocks. Well, now everything is diamond shape and the form is a lot different. So digging, in my opinion, is even a little bit more difficult. Plus, you have to be pretty careful with structural integrity in this game. It does have structural integrity, so you can't just build like you do in Minecraft. You have to consider just how much strain is being put on your blocks, how many distance your blocks are from a column. So there's a lot of things you have to worry about in structural integrity, and that includes mines. But I was able to mine a good amount of metal to get some ingots. These are my iron ores. I also got some coal so I could burn. But let's go out and have some fun. There's a lot of weapons in this game, and there's a way of crafting weapons. But before you can craft your weapon, you have to craft their parts. For example, the shotgun, you got to have a shotgun receiver and a shotgun pump. The shotgun pump you build from wood, receiver from metal. Well, you can't make the shotgun receiver unless you make a mold for it. So in order to make a mold, you got to use clay. In order to use clay, where is it? Oh, this right here. You got to use clay. Now, in order to get those parts, or to get those molds, you have to start off with the parts. So you have to find these weapons so you could break them down into parts and make the molds so you can then make more parts. So they didn't exactly make it easy for you to quickly make a weapon. You have to work your way to get these. But you can find these weapons, and some are more rare than others. For example, these two are a little bit more difficult to find. SMG is only semi-difficult to find. The sniper rifle, you'll typically find those in the military camps if you know where they are on the map. For those of you who are new, they are on the map. Pistols are very common, as you can see. Knives are very common. In fact, a bunch of my knives, I just broke them down into metal. I really didn't need them that much. I only keep a few. The reason why I keep a collection of pistols and not break them down into metal is because, hey, they got a clip of ammo. Well, this one doesn't. I know I have some in here. I'm trying to use up the clip of ammo before I break them down into metal. So I could always make more. I like to keep some. I don't plan on having 8 people on here. I don't think anybody wants to play on easy. So if I start another server with some people, it's going to be starting on a more difficult setting. So as you can see, we have a pump shotgun. You also have the sawed-off shotgun as well. Let's see. I don't think I have any ammo in that, but I have ammo that I also crafted. My favorite, for some reason, is the hunting rifle. I like that bolt-action rifle. So let's go ahead and grab some ammo. We're going to go have some fun. Don't have too much time because it takes a lot of time just to explain everything. I'll just take 30 ammo. That's a good amount. And, yeah, 25 shells should do it. Crossbow is fun. And I won't mess with the submachine gun. I'm still looking for submachine guns to break down into parts. I was really lucky to get the sniper rifle all in one camp, in one setting, and I was able to bring them all back here, break all down the parts, and build another one. I've never been that lucky on any of these servers to find that many sniper rifles. So this server has been pretty easy going on me. So let's show you the world, shall we? This is the inside of my little protective area and my mine. And these are forges, by the way, to melt down your metal into whatever mold you select. And there's also campfires for cooking and also boiling water to make it safe to drink. So yes, here's the open world. It's a little bright in there. And as you can see, I have some really quick makeshift farms out here. Ooh, I don't plan on keeping these farms out here. I plan on building bigger farms. I just made these real quick just so I can quickly collect some items and be on the go. And these are blueberries. I find potatoes to be the quickest thing to grow. Plus you get 5 each time you harvest. So they grow quick and you get plentiful amount. They don't give you much food, but I mean, I have stacks of 64, 64, 64, so might as well just carry large stacks of potatoes and just eat those, and then drink your water. And as you can see, I built in the middle of a lake. Here's our map. Yeah, I found that to be one of the safest places to build any protective area. Why? As you can see, no zombies spawn in the lake. Now they do spawn along the shores and they can walk to your base, so it's not foolproof, but I found it to be the easiest. Plus at night, when they had the ability to run, not on this server but on any normal server on a default setting, they can't really run fast in the water. They have to slow down in the water. So I found the water to be the safest place to be. Now, the only downside, as you can see, you walk incredibly slow in the water. Yes, it's a bit of a chore, but it's still worth it to have a safe shelter. And make sure you have plenty of torches around so they don't spawn on your farm or on your building. I put torches on my roof. And we could see a couple of spider zombies over there. And the spider zombies have the ability to climb walls of buildings. So there are ways of making that foolproof, but I'm not going to go over exploits in this particular video. Probably not any video. Now you can also hunt the deer for food. You can make venison. And you can cook it. So let's go ahead and cap a couple zombies. Here we go. Now I'm hoping they'll have a recoil on this thing. As you can see, there's not much of a recoil. And they have crawling zombies. Sometimes they're hard to see in the bush. But if you pay attention to the mini-map in the bottom left, you'll notice where the zombies and animals are. You'll also notice that when I make a noise with a gun or collecting items off a zombie or anywhere else, you'll see a big ring form around me, and anything within that radius will hear me. Yeah, there's a zombie right in front of me. Big one. There we go. That's an awful view. Okay. Yeah, so here, zombie right here. Oh, I missed. Wow, horrible shot up close. That's okay. That's what this is for. Oh, better reload. There we go. That does the trick. And you can collect items. Now, that's one of the things I do like about this game, is it kind of forces you to go around the map and actually loot the towns, buildings, in various locations. There's also camps out in the middle of nowhere. But, yeah. Now, there are zombie spawn locations, and this building is one of them. Not inside, but on the outside. Me and a friend of mine played a co-op one time, and we made the fatal mistake of establishing a base right in this building. Wow, was that a big mistake. I swear, we spent so much time on defenses we could hardly get any resources. So all day I was spending trying to collect basic resources like food and wood, while the other guy pretty much spent the whole day just building the defense, you know, putting spikes on the ground so the zombies would run into them and die, reinforcing and repairing any damage they made the previous day. Quiet. So that made this area very dangerous. I do not recommend building a base in here unless you're looking for a real challenge, which I do enjoy, by the way. Now, one thing I've discovered in this last update, or the update before, is, and I'm not quite sure what triggers it, but something triggers a zombie spawn at your location. And it's usually triggered by a loud screaming noise. It sounds like a banshee or something. It's terrifying. But it always happens when I'm either making a lot of noise or I'm just being destructive. One of the two. Now, you first get a hint when the ground starts rumbling. So, I'll probably demonstrate it with the auger, because the auger makes a lot of noise. Or I'll just go around shooting zombies. Let me go to another zombie spawn. Let's see if I can just do that. And it is very terrifying, because they just start spawning all around you. There's a victim. Howdy. I think there's one inside, right? Hello? No. Wait, did I collect? Yeah, I've collected everything here. Well, we'll just hunt deer then. Let's make some noise. Rabbit. And you can actually skin the rabbit. And deer. And you can collect animal hide and such for armor. Now notice on the map there's kind of a weird funky star looking thing. That is actually scent from the meat. So when you have that, it follows you, which actually attracts, I think it attracts the zombies. Though they're not alerted to your presence, they still start to wander in your general direction. So when you're collecting meat, don't stick around. But you might also be able to use it as bait. Trying to make as much noise as I can, but there's not many zombies. So what happens when I put a low spawn on here. Okay. I'm not finding many zombies. I just gotta kill some animals. Actually, you know what? Let's just go get the auger. Do some digging. It's kind of a waste of gas, but that's what happens. We'll try to make this demonstration quick. Let's see if I can pick them off. Nope. Some of these targets are pretty difficult. Oh, I got one! It's a good shot, weren't it? Okay. You also got a crossbow. Now the crossbow is easy to make because it only takes wood and stone and plant fibers. Well, wood and plant fibers to make the crossbow, feathers, wood, and stone to make the arrows. Okay, let me put away all this meat I made. And there goes my counter. Try to make this quick. Water. I'll leave that stuff alone. Let's just grab the auger. The auger's fun. The auger is a tool that you can use to do some digging. Now, for the sakes of spawning the zombies, I was using this in the mine to mine down, and I kept hearing the screaming noise, and I couldn't tell what the heck was going on. It was freaking me out, but nothing was showing up down in the mine. So luckily they don't spawn underground. They spawn on the surface, because I did hear the zombies on the surface when I was doing that. But I discovered it when I was just walking along shooting a bunch of zombies, and next thing I know I hear that screaming banshee noise. I know it's not a banshee, I'm just calling it that. But you know, I hear that terrifying noise, and all of a sudden I noticed like 20 zombies just spawned around me in almost a perfect circle, and that's when I figured it out. But an auger is sure to get some attention. Now I'm probably just going to dig up some dirt or something. Oh, gotta reload the gas. Oh, sure, I'll collect some dirt. Why not? Come on, make a noise. Make some more noise. Keep an eye on that mini-map, hopefully. Okay, so you hear that rumble. That's sort of a warning. There it goes. And you notice, look at my map. There they go. They all start spawning. How many we got there? 4, 5, 6. Oh, wow. So we got about 10, 11. Okay, a lot of zombies show up. And even more show up. So when you hear that sound, that's a hint to get out of Dodge. Unless you got a submachine gun and you really want to take them on. Luckily, they don't chase you very far in the water, so I'm going in the water. I'm going to let the animals attract them. And luckily, they get distracted by the animals and then chasing them down. Okay, I got one crawler that's going to chase me. Two crawlers. You know, it's funny. The crawlers are the ones to chase me, not the other zombies. They're just going to stay behind. I love how they're just swimming on the surface of a very shallow water. So, as you can see, they're losing interest. The color representation on the map is when they're green, they don't notice you. Yellow is they sense you and they're kind of chasing down whatever is attracting their attention, whether it be sound, smell, or whatever. But red means they see you and they're after you. So that's when it's time to either start killing them or get out of there. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hopefully I can make a few more on this. I didn't want to make too many as there's still a lot of changes, big changes being done to the game itself, and I kind of wanted to show a little bit more later. Plus I have to pretty much start over when it comes to those large updates. So with that said, comment below, hit the subscribe button to subscribe if you want to see more, and with that said, y'all come back now, you hear? Have a good one. Bye.